All right, we have our athlete Rod Cuthbertson. Did I say it right? Right.
Cuthbertson.
He's going to do his impaired muscle power testing. We're going to work through all normal testing positions first, and then we will go into deficit or anti-gravity positions to test the muscle power of his affected left and left lower extremity. First, we're going to start with shoulder flexion. Rod, I'm going to have you bring your arm forward. Let's start with the right arm though. We're going to start with the good side on all these first here. So hold there, don't let me push you down. Good, Rod demonstrates 5 out of 5 strength on that right side. Now we're going to do the left upper extremity. Rod, hold there for me, don't let me push you down. So Rod can tolerate some resistance there. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 5 with shoulder flexion. However, he does not have the full range of motion to get through all that, so we are still going to test him in a side lying position in the future. Rod, can you try to bring your arm up overhead?
Oh, I can't.
So we only have that 90 degrees to work with, but he is still strong in that position. Next, you're going to do shoulder abduction. So you're going to sit with the arms. Okay. So I'm going to have him bring both his elbows up. We're going to start with the right side here. I'm going to give him some resistance. He's going to give me a little chicken wing. Hold there, don't let me push you down. Good, Rod has 5 out of 5 strength shoulder abduction on the right upper extremity. Hold here for me, Rod, don't let me push you down. Rod has 4 out of 5 strength on the left upper extremity, but he is still unable to raise his arm up overhead. We will do a test in sideline for that as well. Next, we're going to move to elbow flexion. And then he's going to have his arms just like this, straight forward, elbows bent. We're going to start with the right upper extremity. Hold there, don't let me push you down. Rod has 5 out of 5 elbow flexion strength on the right upper extremity. We're going to do the same thing on the left. Keep that nice and tight to your body there, Rod. Don't let me push your arm down. Push, 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 and relax. Rod has a 4 out of 5 on the left upper extremity for elbow flexion. Rod, can you bring your hands all the way up and down just like this? So he still has good range of motion there, so he will stay true to a 4 out of 5 on the left upper extremity for elbow flexion. Next test here we're going to go to is elbow extension. And for this one, Rod, I'm going to have you lay down on your stomach for us here. We'll be moving around the table quite a bit here with these, unfortunately. At least we're out in the gym this time and not in the treatment area. So since the left side is closer to the video here, we're going to start with that arm. You're going to bring your elbow up right here, and now I want you to fully extend that arm out. Straighten your arm, hold there, don't let me push your arm down. So Rod has a hard time holding there. He does not have that full range of motion against gravity, so there's going to be no more than a 3 out of 5. We're going to test in an anti-gravity position for that left upper extremity. Now we're going to do the right upper extremity. Rod, extend that arm fully straight out for me. So he's got full range of motion here. Don't let me push that arm down. Good. He's got 5 out of 5 strength of that right upper extremity into elbow extension. And next, we're going to go into wrist flexion and extension. Camera just got a great view.
Can we stay here?
You're going to be sitting with your forearm supinated, wrist in a neutral position and slightly extended. So now we're going to support the wrist here. You're going to go just like this for me. And what I want you to do is bring your hand up towards you, and I want you to relax it slightly there, and hold there, don't let me push you down. Good, Rod has 5 out of 5 with wrist flexion of the right upper extremity. Now we're going to do the same thing with the left here. First we're going to support the extremity. Rod, hold it right there for me. Can you demonstrate full range of motion? So we can still get partial. I'll have you hold that there for me. Hold there, don't let me push you down. Rod has strength in that range of motion, but it is not full, so we're going to test that in that gravity minimized position as well for wrist flexion. Now we're going to go into wrist extension. And now he's going to be in a pronated position. Normally we would have both limbs supported here, but for time's sake, we're gonna keep going like this. Gonna hold right there. He's gonna bring his wrist up, fist closed for me. Hold there, don't let me push you down. Rod has a 5 out of 5 right wrist extension strength. We're gonna go into the left upper extremity now here too. Rod is unable to achieve full range of motion there. I'm still gonna push down, see what he has there as far as resistance. He does have muscle activation there, but we're gonna go in an anti-gravity position to see the true strength of wrist extension there. Next, we're gonna go into metacarpal flexion here. Sitting with forearm supinated, wrist to neutral. MCP joint should be fully extended, and IP joints, interphalangeal joints, just like this, flexed. Just like that, and I'm going to hold right here, and I'm going to try to push those down. Don't let me move. Excellent. Rod has a 5 out of 5 MCP flexion MMT score of the right upper extremity. We're going to do the same thing over here on the left side. It's going to hold right here. Don't let me push those fingers down. Good. And Rod has a full 5 out of 5 MCP flexion MMT score on the left upper extremity. Now we're going to go into extension. Now he's going to go into a position like this. And can you bring those knuckles up a little higher there? He's going to hold there. Don't let me push those fingers down. Good. And Rod is demonstrating a 5 out of 5 MCP extension MMT score of the right upper extremity. Now we're going to do the same thing on the left. He is unable to raise those up, so I'm not going to test that. We're going to do that in a gravity minimized position. Now, after going through all those in a normal testing position, we're going to go gravity minimized. For some of these, we're going to do wrist or MCP extension first. So he's going to turn his hand this direction with just the left upper extremity, and he's going to try to bring his knuckles towards me and extend those fingers. That's as far as he can go actively. I'm going to have him hold right there. Don't let me push there. So there we have muscle contraction, but we do not have good strength. So he's going to get a 1 out of 5 with MCP extension of the left upper extremity. Now we're going to do the same thing for wrist flexion and extension. So he's going to have his hand turned here. He's going to try to bring his wrist in towards his body. He's going to hold that there, so bring that in. Hold there, don't let me pull you out. Good, that would be a 2 out of 5 for a left upper extremity wrist flexion MMT score. Now we're going to do the same thing with wrist extension. You don't have to worry about the right, we're just going to do the left. So now bring that hand away towards me. Perfect, hold right there, don't let me push you in. Push out to me, push, 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 push. So Rod is still demonstrating good strength here, so he's going to get a 2 out of 5 on left wrist extension MMT score. Now we're going to do shoulder flexion, abduction, and elbow extension in gravity minimized position. So he's going to lay down on his back. We'll start with elbow extension, head on the table here. And then what I'm going to have Rod do is bring his body across, or his arm across his body, his left arm. And what he's going to do is try to straighten his arm just like that. Okay, Rod? So straighten your elbow. Hold right there. Don't let me push you down. Good. This is a slightly minimized or gravity minimized position, so Rod is going to get a 2 out of 5 with elbow extension, MMT score of the left upper extremity. Now we're going to do shoulder abduction. So he's going to bring his arm out right here to the side. I want you to hold that there for me, Rod. Don't let me push your arm down. Push up into my hand. Excellent. So then here, Rod is able to hold his arm up in the gravity minimized position with good strength, getting a 2 out of 5 MMT score in this position. Lastly, Rod is going to bring his arm up towards the ceiling as high as he can. This is shoulder flexion in gravity minimized position. He's not going against gravity. He's laying down supine. I'm going to push him down and see his strength here. Excellent job, Rod. Good tolerance there. He's got good strength. So we're going to give him a 2 out of 5 in shoulder flexion for his left upper extremity MMT score. Now we're going to go into the lower extremity, and we're going to start at the edge of the table here. I'll have you sit up for me, Rod. Still recording? Okay. Oh yeah, we're doing great on time. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring that right upper extremity into hip flexion here. I want you to hold that there. Don't let me push you down. Rod's gonna get a 5 out of 5 on the right hip MMT score on the right lower extremity, excuse me. Now we're gonna do the left side. Bring that knee up. Hold that there, don't let me push it down. Push up into my hand, push, 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 push. So Rod's gonna get a 4 out of 5 because he still has good strength there. And he's able to hold against gravity in this position. Excellent. And now we're gonna go into hip extension. Rod is gonna be laying down on his stomach here, head on the table. Let me get this out of here if you want it. If you want me, I can take your glasses too.
Hand them to my wife.
Yeah, that's okay.
Get them. All right. All right, now we're gonna see Rod lift his leg up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna have him hold here. Don't let him push you down, Rod. Excellent job. That is a 5 out of 5 hip extension of the right lower extremity. Now we're gonna attempt the left side here. Can you lift that leg up? Good, he's got full range of motion. Don't let me push you down. I can push him down, but he has good resistance, so he's gonna get a 4 out of 5 on hip extension MMT score of the left lower extremity. Now we're gonna go into hip abduction and adduction. Rod is gonna be laying on his side. I'm gonna have you lay on your side facing the camera here for me, Rod. So this is his left side that we're starting with. This is just easier for the camera here. We know this is the weaker side. We're gonna bring that left upper extremity up into the air here. Hold there, don't let me push you down. He's gonna hold against resistance. Don't let me push you down. And then I'm gonna have him do that one more time. We're gonna see if we can get a 4 out of 5 here because he was unable to hold against resistance there at that point. Good, and he can't hold there, so he's got a 4 out of 5 hip abduction score of the left lower extremity. Now, since we're in this position already, we're gonna test right hip adduction, excuse me. So he's going to bring this limb up towards the air. He's gonna hold that there. Don't let me push you down. Excellent, and relax. All right, so then Rod got a 5 out of 5 with right hip adduction of the right lower extremity. Now we're gonna have him flip over, have his head on the other side of the table, do the exact same test on the other side. All right, even though Rod isn't facing the camera, we're still gonna have him do it right here. I'll be talking here. And bring that right leg up towards the ceiling. Perfect, hold right there, don't let me push you down. He's got good resistance there, and now hold here for me too. Excellent job, Rod has 5 out of 5 hip abduction strength of the right lower extremity. Now we're gonna go into hip adduction. So he's gonna bring this leg back, he's gonna bring the left leg forward a little bit, and now he's gonna try to raise that leg up towards the ceiling. Good, hold that there, don't let me push you down. And that leg goes down right away, but it does handle some resistance there. So we're gonna give him a 4 out of 5 hip adduction score of the left lower extremity. All right, now we're gonna go into knee extension. So Rod, I'm gonna have you sit up facing the table here, or facing me at the edge of the table. And then here, he's going to straighten one leg. And now I'm gonna have him slightly bend that knee. Hold there, don't let me push you down, push up into my hand. Good, Rod has a 5 out of 5 right lower extremity score. For knee extension, now we're gonna do the left side here. Straighten that leg as best you can there. And hold right there for me, don't let me push you down, push up into my hand. Good, Rod has a 5 out of 5 knee extension on the left lower extremity. Now we're going to go into ankle plantar flexion. And now he's going to try to do heel raises on one foot. Now this is going to be tough for him, but we're going to have him stand up. You can have 2 fingers on the support surface. He's going to try to bring that heel up. And then we're going to look at the range of motion. Start with the non-affected side, the right leg for me. A little bit higher on the table there. Okay, relax 1 second for me. You're going to wait. So you can bounce a little better. seconds. One second. We're still rolling. I'm just going to double check here how many you have to do. Alright, that's what I got. 2 to 24. So I'm going to have you go up on the right lower extremity, try to raise that heel up off the floor. And keep going there until you fatigue out. Or can't obtain half the range of motion of the first rep. I'm gonna have you stop right there for me. He got in between 2 and 24 reps, so he's got a 4 out of 5 right ankle plantar flexion MMT score. Now we're gonna try the left lower extremity here too. And he is unable to go up and raise his heel off the table, so I'm gonna have him take a break. And now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna lay in lying position. All right. Okay, so you're gonna lay on the table here with your feet off the table on that side of the treatment table here. Now with the left lower extremity, I'm going to have you push your foot down like it's gas pedal here. Hold that there, so hold that position. I'm trying to push your foot back. Don't let me do that. Pushing my hand. Push, 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 push. So Rod still has good tolerance to resistance there. He can hold against strong resistance in this gravity minimized position, giving him a score of 2 out of 5 for left ankle plantar flexion. Lastly, now we're going to work through ankle dorsiflexion. So now, stool. All right, I'm going to grab a stool. I'll have you sit at the edge of the table here. My stool is going to be a bench. So in here, what we're going to do, I'm going to have Rod bring his toe up towards the ground, or towards his nose. He's going to hold there, don't let me push you down. Rod has full strength there, 5 out of 5 for his right ankle dorsiflexion score for the MMT. And now we're going to go for that left side. And let's ready. All right, so we're going to do last 2 tests here, ankle eversion. Here's a table. All right, so now, Rod, I'm going to have you bring your foot up right here. What I want you to do is bring your foot out to the side for me. There you go. You're going to hold there. Don't let me push you down. I'm going to try to bring you down and in. Good. Rod is able to hold against max resistance with right ankle eversion for a score of 5 out of 5. And then see, we're going to do the left side now. We're going to do that same thing. Rod, bring your foot away towards me. Can you move that foot out?
No.
All right. Then Rod is going to get a 0 out of 5 for no range of motion with that score. For left ankle eversion, again, 0 out of 5 MMT score. Finally, ankle inversion. He's going to sit with the ankle in slight plantar flexion. Now he's going to bring his foot down and in, hold it there. Don't let me move you. I'm going to try to pull you up and out. And hold, 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 hold. Good. Just tough to do?
Yeah, it doesn't do. I get that one.
Push down and in towards me for me. So push your foot down.
Oh.
And then in. There you go. Don't let me pull it up. Rod has a 5 out of 5 on the right lower extremity for ankle inversion. And then we're going to do this one more time just so we review it. So one more time, bring your foot forward, down and in for me. Hold that there. Or bring that foot across as best you can. And then hold that there, don't let me pull you up. So Rod can get his foot into plantar flexion, but not inversion very well. For that reason and him not handling much resistance, I'm going to give him a 2 out of 5 for left ankle inversion MMT. And then let's just double check here. Did an abduction in every plane. And we are concluding the MMT scores for the impaired muscle power testing for Rod Robertson.